Hello again. Thank you for joining me here at Leaping Lotus Tarot. I'm going to jump right into a Taurus and Sagittarius reading. Fire and Earth, Fire and Earth, Fire and Earth. Tarot of the Divine is our tarot deck. And the Angel Guide Oracle is what we're using here, and I will include that in the description box. Please keep in mind, readings are timeless. Whenever you're meant to hear the message is when you're meant to hear it. Masculine and feminine energies are interchangeable. And if it doesn't resonate for you, just leave it for somebody else. If you're here, though, there most likely is going to be something that speaks to you. So let's see what it is. All right, we've got 10 of Swords. Goodness, okay. Any other messages? 10 of Swords, King of Wands. Somebody feels betrayed, perhaps, maybe by a fire sign, okay? The Magician reversed, Ace of Coins. Interesting. So I'm going to get some clarity around this situation because this is kind of a hodgepodge of energies here. So let's get a little clarity from this deck. What does the 10 of Swords represent? Courage and bravery. So this represents somebody letting something go. This represents the end of a cycle. This represents somebody who may have felt betrayed or just some sort of ending that this is not what they expected. So this is taking courage and bravery to overcome and to move past. What does the King of Wands represent? King of Wands, what does it represent? Trust the universe. Wow. I haven't gotten this one out of this deck yet. That's gorgeous. Trust the universe, King of Wands. So whatever your passion is, whatever excites you, whatever is leading you towards perhaps the sun here. Look at this imagery of like this peacock. And we have this sort of centerpiece here. So something is leading you towards the sun, perhaps. Your destiny, your passion. Trust it. What does the Magician reverse represent? Joy and contentment. Interesting. So you may be kind of concerned about manifesting something, seeing the fruits of your labor come to fruition. The Magician is a master manifester. They are somebody who represents all aspects of the tarot in regards to pentacles, cups, swords, and wands. And so with the Magician being reversed, this just means somebody with the joy and contentment being what's kind of coming out to clarify it, really goes hand in hand with trusting the universe, okay? That's just saying, you know what? You're trying to manifest something, but at this stage of the process, you just have to trust. You just have to surrender. You just have to know that no matter what, everything is going to work out perfectly. And we do have that Ace of Coins, so that's the perfect note to transition here and see what is the clarifying message. Harmony and resolution. Beautiful. So this will come to some sort of conclusion. This will come to some sort of end as we have this 10 of Swords. There will be something that comes of this. This won't be just a never-ending cycle that you're afraid that you're never going to see the end of. You will, okay? And it'll be a harmonious resolution. It'll be peaceful. And whatever it is leading you to spiritual growth. You're going to learn something about yourself. You're going to learn something about others. You're building yourself as you build this process, okay? This passionate thing. Strength and guidance. You're supported. So in this call to trust, in this call to surrender, in this manifestation process, you are also being guided. You're also being provided with strength in these situations that feel tough and feel sort of never ending. So the courage and bravery goes very well with this strength and guidance here. You are supported by your spirit guides. You're supported by your ancestors, your loved ones, the higher power, your higher self. You are guided in this process. So let's just get a little clarity, perhaps. What is this process? What are you working towards? What are you building that you're having to have courage for? You're having to have bravery for? You have to have trust and surrender for? Tell me more, some details about this process. That is a lot of cards. So let's just try to get a little bit perfect. 3 of Wands. Yeah, you're climbing the ladder of something. You're climbing the ladder of something almost in the night, it looks like. It's like behind the scenes, you're building something. Behind the scenes, you're working towards moving toward a goal. And you're working hard. You're in a worker's garb here. You know, this is not somebody who's in some sort of fancy ballroom attire. This is somebody who's in the nighttime climbing this ladder to get to some sort of goal or ambition. They're moving towards something. Three of Wands is moving towards something, right? That decision to step forward into that path. Can we get any clarity about the path? Six of Wands. It's a path that you're sort of leading for yourself. It's a path that you are defining by your own skill sets, your own passions, right? This is Wands. This kind of can be like an ego or pride card, but not in a bad sense. This is somebody who's triumphant in what they've accomplished. So it's been hard work. It's been challenging. It's been a test of your patience and dedication and loyalty, even a bit. Four of Swords. It's led you to a lot of sort of contemplation, having to think deeply, having to really consider a lot of different aspects of this, a lot of considerations, but regardless, it's still what you want to move towards. The Hangman. Yeah, again, just like that surrender. This is Pisces energy. This is somebody who's really having to look at things from a different perspective. They're hung upside down, right? This is somebody but they're surrendering. They're hung upside down, but they're surrendering to this process, which is beautiful. This is exactly what your spirit guides are calling for you to do in order to come to that harmony and resolution with this, right? Having that joy and contentment and trusting the universe, right? The Empress reversed. Okay, that's very interesting. This feels like a different tone entirely to this. We may have to get some clarity. Let's get some clarity from the spirit guide as to what this Empress reverse represents, because this feels distinctly like a different energy than this process or thing that you've been undertaking. What is the Empress reverse representing in this reading? What is the Empress reverse representing here? Courage and bravery, strength and guidance. Same cards out again. Let me ask the tarot. What is taking strength here with the Empress reversed? The Chariot reversed, Four of Cups reversed. Something is not what you thought. Something is not what it seems. But you're okay. You're going to be okay. It's interesting. What's coming to mind is this peacock imagery again. One of the other cards we got had a peacock imagery on it. I think I already shuffled it back into the deck. But what that's kind of giving me here is a little bit something of like a facade, or something of like you present very colorfully, you present very beautifully, but something is very challenging about this for you with the Empress reversed and the Chariot reversed. The Emperor and the Empress ride in the Chariot together. And the fact that the Empress is reversed and the Chariot is reversed, and we have this Four of Cups, this is like somebody kind of feeling down about what's going on about a situation that's reversed. So it's like it's somebody who's not happy with what culminated to this in a sense, but they're having the strength, they're having the courage to move forward and not look at it in a place of sadness, which is beautiful. Like I said with the Hangman, they're looking at it from a healthy perspective. They're looking at it from a different perspective. They're still working hard to climb towards whatever this is they're passionate about. They've thought deeply about it. They've contemplated it. And they're still proud of what they've accomplished with it, okay? They're still proud of themselves. And I'm saying they. This could be you. This could be somebody you're listening for. Is there anything else I need to know? I'm going to take this one literally. I don't always take oracles in reverse, as you know, if you follow this channel. But in this case, I am. This is vulnerability and freedom, and it came out reversed. And I said, what else do I need to know about like this Empress reverse, the Chariot reverse situation? I'm getting that you're not speaking your truth entirely about something. And that's with that vulnerability. You're not able to be fully free because there's some sort of expression that's not happening here. And that could be what's making you feel a little bit sad or betrayed in some way. I'm going to ask the tarot, what is this expression? What is Nine of Coins? Can I get one more? Two more. Nine of Cups, Two of Coins. There's some sort of family dynamic here and a balancing act. And the Nine of Coins and the Nine of Pentacles came out. We have a masculine and a feminine here. Nine of Cups is typically a masculine. Nine of Coins is typically a feminine, and it's reversed in this particular deck. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think that there's an aspect here of, I mean, because the Chariot, Emperor and Empress riding the Chariot, there's some sort of romantic aspect to this that we may need to get clarity on. It's like you can't be with the person you want to be with or something. But like you're okay with it, but it still sucks. Can I get some like clarification around that? I think that might have to do with this vulnerability and freedom. Nine of Coins. Yeah. So with that Ace of Coins that came out earlier, there's an aspect of you that is so focused on what you're building and trying to achieve that that's your main focus, is the Pentacles, the Earth energy. Perhaps this is the Taurus relating to this reading. We did have the King of Wands come out earlier though, so I might have to kind of dive back into that storyline a little bit. But the Knight of Coins, this is like the focus is, this could perhaps be somebody very spiritual as well, because they're riding this cow. I just get that there's a real natural way this person is proceeding with this. There's a real holistic, authentic, genuine, and that's why I think why you're so supported by the spirit in the universe right now, because you're having the courage and bravery to approach this with such an authentic, through such an authentic, loving place. It's going to lead to all the abundance you could ever want, but it's just not in the way that you thought. Is there anything else I need to know about the King of Wands that came out earlier? Is there anything else I need to know about the King of Wands? Page of Cups. This is interesting imagery. I don't think I've seen this one before. There's like a rabbit who's got like, he's like playing, and there's like this emotional openness. Someone's got this little cup. It feels like they're sort of like oblivious to a situation, but they're like getting tied up by this rabbit, and it's gonna like trip them perhaps. Is the Knight of Coins and the King of Wands the same person? I'm going to reshuffle that through, because that card that came out, I'm not sure if that was already sitting out. Nine of Coins. It could be the same person. There's different aspects to the self regarding this. What does this Page of Cups represent? Or who does this Page of Cups represent? Eight of Wands reversed. Taking their time so they don't like trip up on something and make a mistake. Somebody realizing like maybe they rushed into something and they're kind of trying to reassess maybe even the present moment, trying to get themselves back to the now, into their power, into their present moment. Because the Knight of Coins, this is a slow moving knight, stationary. We had the Hangman too. This is somebody taking a lot of pause. Four of Swords too. That's like a meditative, like recumbent position. This is somebody taking pause. Yeah. I'm going to ask the Oracle deck what the pause represents. What is the, I don't know if it's a delay, but what does this pause represent? What does this pause represent? Spiritual growth. Yeah, just someone really taking the time to consider. This came out earlier. Someone really trying to make the right choice for themselves and make the right decision. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I think regardless, you're happy with whatever conclusion this comes to. You really are trusting in this process. You really are. Final message from the tarot, please, before we wrap this up. Final messages. 7 of Cups. 9 of Wands reversed. Yeah, you're not letting this be a... This has been a long process. This has been... You've kind of been through the ringer with a lot of this stuff, but you're not letting it fatigue you. You're not letting it tire you. I mean, like, you're tired, but you're like, no, like, I'm trudging forward. I got this. There are so many options and paths ahead of me. There's so many ways to skin the cat, so to speak. And all of these are lamps too. Like, you could rub these lamps and it's almost like you could wish for anything. We had that Magician reverse come out earlier, and I do think there is that aspect of like this manifestation where it's like, I can manifest anything I want. So let me be very clear as to what I'm deciding to go down. Let me not rush towards it. Let me be very strategic and open to the options and possibilities. Nine of Swords reverse. Yeah, getting out of your head. Getting out of your head, going into a space of really accepting who you are, what you bring to the table, regardless of however others perceive it. You're you, and you've got this. Wow. 10 of Wands can be kind of like a burden card. I actually haven't gotten this one out of this deck either. This is really cool reading. This is a tree growing out of this skull. This reminds me of the Death card in a way too. You are rebirth here. You are, like, even like all of the branches of this tree. This reminds me of like herbal medicine or some sort of like plant medicine, or like, yeah, because if you even like look at these too, this is like something very holistic. Remember I was saying like you're just having a very like authentic, there's something organic about this process, very authentic, very healing, very transformative, very, you know, we've had a couple 10s come out. That's like the end of a cycle. This is very like new cycle. You're rebirthing, you're growing a garden, you're growing something new. I'm surprised the 7 of Pentacles didn't come out. We do have 7 of Cups here. You're growing the potential of emotional options that are fulfilling to you, because we have that wand energy coming through, something you're proud of. And it's like you came out of the 10 of Swords, you came out of death, you came out of this dark night of the soul. Like, I think you're past that. You are growing something fantastic and beautiful from this. Like we had with that 3 of Wands, you're climbing towards something and you're trusting in the process. You yeah, you have the strength and guidance and courage and bravery, right, to really continue down this path. You've got this. My only suggestion, and this whole thing, you're so on track. The only thing I may suggest is this vulnerability and freedom. There's something that you may need to communicate that you haven't spoken freely about that would help you feel freer through this process of surrender and release. Because no matter what, you're still heading towards your goal. No matter what, you're still doing this in a very beautiful, healthy, authentic, organic way. But the only thing I may suggest is perhaps to speak your truth about something. Yeah, I'm going to end it with that. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.